Good evening, John Augustine here. Hope I find you well. Nice sunny day here in Old Castle County Meath for a change after the floods yesterday. So it changes from day to day. You get all the seasons, don't you? But here we are, and Catholic and curious Pope Monsignor Charles Pope. Now, I just put on the lights here behind me because I look like a fucking. I don't know what I look like. Bit better, is it? Now, and here's a question from one person called Alan Smith. And here's a question from one person called Alan Smith. I was told Jesus is without sin, but on Easter at Mass, I heard a reading that said Jesus died to sin, which is true. Well, he mustn't be able to understand plain English. Didn't mean that Jesus had sinned. Jesus was sinless. He was human and divine. And he died that we might be saved and rose again from the dead. He was without sin. And so the answer anyway, and for all, he died for all. And I think it was St. Paul, but this chap is quoting it completely out of context. He couldn't be that stupid, could he? Asking that question. Did they ever actually read the Bible? Is it just to hear the readings at Mass and then be confused? You've got to read the Bible and read the Gospel, and then you won't be confused. The world is full of sin, and Satan is a lot of people is astray. So we've been born again, baptized as Catholics, so we have a great gift. And we're taught our catechism and religious instructions in school in my time. Now that's not so good now, but there is ways of overcoming that in depending on what country it is in. And we have a fairly decent situation here that children are taught the way, the truth, and the life. And they're often brought to the church from the national schools to be prepared for their first Holy Communion or the confirmation. So, and have to sign here in Old Castle, have to sign that they're there that long before they make the first communion to get them in the habit of going to Mass, because it was kind of noticed there before our new parish priest come there last year, and that there was a lot of people, quite frankly, in the making of first Holy Communion. That's the last time you see them, and that's not good. And so this chap that asked that question, Jesus died for sin and rose again the third day, so he defeated Satan. But the world is gone astray as much as it ever did, and promoting what's against the Catholic faith completely. But when you go practice your Catholic faith and read the Bible and read the catechism, get a catechism, so as you don't be confused. But these are people answering questions that are obviously not reading the Bible and following, they misinterpret words. They don't see the overall context. When Jesus died to sin, it didn't mean he had sin. So this is the confusion, I think, in the United States and with Catholics that are going to Mass and misunderstanding what's in various epistles and readings and that. But the priest that gives the sermon or the word of God he'd want to address these things probably. So it's recognizing that there could be people that are is confused and wish to find. So that's Monsignor Pope or Monsignor Charles Pope. An unusual name. Now, boy now, and we do the hymns after this, and let's talk, and then another little item for our edification.